Right on in, shall we? Ah, yes. This was my one. Most of this deck I was like, yeah, most of this makes sense. And then I looked at Geralf's Messenger, Mutavault, Nykthos Shrine to Nyx, and I was like, that's gonna be in most of my opening hands. I'm just gonna take a quick mulligan here. And another. Alrighty. Ooh, Smuggler's Chapter. We have 2 Urborgs in our deck, actually. Man, Figure of Destiny. Their cube deck is sweet. Whose cube deck do you think is better, chat? Mine or theirs? Growing up to be a real boy. I like how Moto's always a bro and's like, hey, you want to block? JK, guy can't block. Get out of here. So, it is technically correct to attack before I play the Smuggler's Copter. But, those of you that are thinking that didn't consider the fact that if I cast this pre-combat, I get to press my auto pass hotkey, and you shouldn't undervalue getting to press your auto pass hotkey. There's just good clean value in pressing your auto hotkey sooner rather than later. No, it's for a review process, Nivik. It's gonna let me organize and coordinate reviews of things. Yeah, we have a new sponsor today too. Look at that. Christy and I got a new bed, and they reached out about sponsoring the stream. Well, I mean, I guess I could technically send with the Smuggler's Copter here, huh? If you're looking for just feedback on a generic deck that you don't think you're going to donate for, I definitely encourage you to post it in the Discord channel. Discord's great because in addition to me giving feedback there, other people hang out and can give feedback on stuff there as well. Thoughtseize seems okay here, although we're kind of losing this race, right? Morning Anoronics. Maybe I'm just supposed to Fatal Push this? Gosh, their cube deck is so much better than ours. How'd they get a second Lightning Bolt, though? It's really weird that their cube deck has 2 Lightning Bolts in it. Is it 8 a.m. PST? I thought it was 9 a.m. They usually end up posting it early, too. Everybody's so hyped to hear no changes in all formats. I mean, there's no way I could ever beat this card, so like... Oh, jeez. This Figure of Destiny is so angry, chat. This is just like good, clean Magic the Gathering, right? Just like mono black versus mono red. We are super dead. We have a Lightning Bolt and another Figure of Destiny. Bring this cast down in. This Kalitas probably isn't bad. These Collective Brutalities are probably fine. I'm going to cut these Thoughtseizes. Seems pretty clean. Just like bring in some removal on a Kalitas. Cut these. Put the Democracy towards the Vintage deck. Sounds good, Nivik. Will do. I wouldn't complain if Burning Inquiry was banned. I think there's a very high probability that they just say no changes, because no changes is the safe, lazy thing to do. Oops, did I say that out loud? Project Swamp, back from camp for a day. Gotta watch my favorite chill. What's going on, Swamp? Thanks for the 6-month resub. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good summer. That seems fine. So the real question is, do I want to lead on Inquisition or do I want to lead on Dread Wanderer? Probably want to lead on Dread Wanderer here, just like get my pressure going. We have Mutavault's Geralf's Messenger again, just like everything going according to plan. Just to buff your expectations, Stoneford Mystic is too good for Modern. That is all. You're not incorrect. Yeah, why don't they give me preview cards? I don't understand. We do have a fancy new sponsor. We have a bed sponsor. Forked Bolt. But that cat comes back. Why would you Forked Bolt him? What you got over there? I don't want you to kill the rest of my cats. Mizium Mortars. Alright, that's... I mean, I guess I don't want them to kill my Mutavault. Thunderbreak region is kinda scary, chat. Today we get to... I'm so confused, chat. I just don't understand. What is going on? Modern's a weird format. Modern's a weird format. I did get a free bet out of the deal. Is the first time Christy and I have ever owned a mattress that wasn't just like the cheapest mattress in the store at the size we wanted. And it's kind of, the more I acquire nice things, the more I understand why people pay money for nice things. It's weird, right? It's strange. People, oh, they must be playing Mono Red Devotion. That would make sense. Like, why is this card in their deck? This has to be worse than the 2/2 with haste, right? It is a nice mattress. I like nice things. This is interesting. So I was gonna snap off this this cast down and attack with the Mutavault, but the fact that we drew Kalitas means I get a zombie out of this Edict activation now. So I'm 10 out of 10 just going to Edict them, I think. Because we can definitely beat through these Thunderbreak regions with a giant Kalitas. Well, I mean, speaking from... oh, they're playing Ash Zealot too. Okay, that was the one I was thinking of, that the Blood Knight had to be worse. And they must be playing a Devotion deck, huh? So Cube is basically, think of it as a reusable limited format. You basically, a player designs their own limited format that's all singleton, and they generally have different themes and archetypes that you can draft in them, and then you create random booster packs from the cards that are in the cube, and then you draft them with friends. So there are a couple of pre-divined cubes on Magic Online, and then there's a couple of other things as well. There's a lot of custom ones as well. Yep, we're gonna do Jeskai Possibility Storm will be the second deck today. Did not end up going live last night. Yeah, in addition to having a good product, Lisa's also based out of the United States, and they do some good socially conscious stuff too. For every, I think it's 10 mattresses they sell, they donate one to a shelter. So it's nice to get nice things from a company that also does nice things. Our cube deck is killer, I agree. We didn't get any power, but our cube deck's still okay. No, they only ship inside of the US and Canada. In fact, there's two different links. They have different sites for US and Canada too, so depending on which of the two countries you're in, you'll want to make sure you click the right link if you're thinking about using them. This is a pretty decent curve for us. I get to apply a decent amount of pressure here while also disrupting my opponent. Maybe I'm supposed to hold this to Fatal Push. Yeah, that Fatal Push sequencing was, like, really bad. I should have just held the fetch line because I could have played, like, a Boros Reckoner here. And I'm going to wish I held it. God, how do I ever beat a card with First Strike, chat? How do I ever beat a card with First Strike? Oh, jeez. This is so rude. This is so rude, chat. I think we're the worst monocolor deck. I feel like we're getting out monoed. Mono a mono. We're currently losing the race. Please ban First Strike, Watsy. Today's the update. Please ban First Strike. I don't know if this is cube or not, right? No, usually it's 8 or 9 a.m. Pacific. Usually they do it when people get into the office. And by when people get into the office, I mean it should be scheduled to go up. Oh god. Oh god, chat. We're so dead. Oh, we're so dead. Alright, well. That was a little bit of a rough one, chat. It was a little bit of a rough one. I don't think we're beating the Dargon. We were a little bit too far away from our Demon of Death's Gate. Thankfully, we get to jump right back out of the frying pan and into the fryer. And that's why Magic Online's the best for grinding Magic. Because, like, at a tournament, after you take a close loss, you have to, like, stew on it for a while. On Magic Online, I'm just like, nah, brah, it's fine. Let's play more Magic. It's like, nah, brah, it's fine. Jump right back in. Jump right back in. Oh, gosh. Alright, I'm just gonna play at least 4 matches. I'm not playing this one. So for those of you that aren't, let's get those bingo squares checked off early for folks. For those of you that aren't familiar, the hand that we Inquisitioned into there, that was Living End. And Living End destroys these discard-based mid-range decks. Just zero chance. They see so many cards that using your discard spells to take their combo pieces away basically doesn't have an impact on the game. The Revolt aggro deck, I don't think it ever made its way back into the queue. I don't think so. You'll have to take a peek. There's still a lot in there. We're slowly we're under 80 decks, chat. We're making progress here. We're making progress here. We're under 80 decks in the queue. That's my favorite bingo square. Look, one of the things I realize as I watch more people playing and streaming Magic is that it's really annoying to me personally when someone just, like, sits there. Because not only do they sit there and, like, lose for 10 minutes, but they're usually grumbly and sad while they do it, too. It's just, like, life is too short, dudes and dudettes, to, like, play Magic the Gathering and be sad while you do it. So just don't be sad. Be glad. Concede the miserable matchups. Move on with your life. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I think I'm supposed to lead on Gravecrawler here. And, like, Thoughtseize Bloodsoaked Champion on 2. Get our pressure going. You gotta hope they draw the living heads. Yep. Something like that. If we can't have more slow cards, can they at least ban Cryptic Command forcing me to play something other than garbage? Save me from myself! Thank you for the 4-month 3 subscription, Johnny boy. I appreciate it. So it's funny. So we're playing Jeskai Possibility Storm in the league after this one. And I, like, shipped the list to Burgle. And I was like, tell me what's dumb about this deck list I have built. And he goes, well, you have 11 4+ mana cards in your modern deck. And I was like, yeah, fine. You're right. I'll cut one. Oh, this is Thing Ascension. Okay, so what do I want to do here? think I actually just want to take their sleight of hand. Like, the rest of their hand is, like, pretty redundant. A rough morning with Twitter trolls today. They insist that humans will just use... I thought I've trained you well, Draven. Mute and block features. Mute and block features. That is, you need to live and die by the mute and block features. It's really, really easy. Anybody that thinks the Meddling Mage, Reflector Mage, Champion of the Parish, Kitesail Freebooter deck can't beat a Stoneforge Mystic and a Batterskull, they're probably not very bright and not worth your time to interact with. That command makes for a funny. Here we go. Look at that. Isn't it fun? The helixed me. Alright, so that's what this game is about. I get it. I get it. Setting the tone for the game. I was making a funny. No! Oh, geez, Chad. I was making a funny and I clicked on the wrong thing. And because I was floating mana, oh, horrible mistakes have been made. Horrible mistakes have been made, chat. Just the stone bratwurst. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. They are only a US and Canada company. So they do not currently ship outside of this continent. Oh, I actually need to delete that one because the Mac Weldon. The cup looked a little empty, so I went to the farm this morning. Thank you, Stamina Dingo. Welcome and good morning. All right, so we're, what, 1 damage behind right now? But they're still dead on boards, so this is probably fine. The company that I've been working with for advertising is a newer company that's starting up working explicitly with people that stream on Twitch. I think they're called Endorse. The Mac Weldon campaign has ended. So a lot of the non-gaming related adverts that you're going to see on the stream are going to be shorter term, somewhere between like 1 and 3 month campaigns. Depending on what the contract and the agreement is. Whereas, because y'all are Magic players, like gaming related stuff like has a little bit more longevity to it. Like you're constantly buying Magic cards and Magic accessories, whereas like clothing, you kind of wear that out with the audience after a little bit. So like this is actually super interesting. So remember how I misclicked and missed a point in damage? I've missed 2 points of damage now and they're at 2 health. So they would be dead here if I'd have clicked correctly. I don't know what dad shorts are. I need to get merch set up. I need to sit down with Christy and be like, Christy, you need to do this or I'm gonna do it. Christy really wanted to do it, but she hasn't done it yet. All right. We're up a game. We're on the scoreboard, chap. Is this a Damping Sphere matchup? I feel like this is probably a Damping Sphere matchup, right? How do we feel about that? I feel like Liliana the Veil's probably a little medium. What do I recommend? They have a veggie croissant that I like, and I'm also really easy. I'm a really lazy, easy, not picky vegetarian. They also just like will give you a hot dog bun with vegetables and mustard and stuff on it, which I like that because I'm easy. But They have a portobello sandwich too, I think, but I don't think I've had that before because I like the veggie croissant. I think Looter Scooter's important. I feel like I need that. Bitterblossom's almost certainly too slow. Collective Brutality seems fine. Do you wear white socks? No, I have 40 pairs of the same ankle-high black socks. Best move of your adult life. Buy all matching socks. Spellbomb really isn't that good at fighting Ascension, and it costs enough mana that it's annoying for us. Like, Relic of Progenitus is a card I'd bring in to fight Ascension, but I don't think I want to bring in the other one. This hand, I'm going to keep it on the draw. It's a little speculative, but we've got cards we can cast, and the cards are good. You don't have to... Our new sponsor is Lisa Mattresses. Lisa, I guess you could say Lisa Bedding, because they do pillows and stuff too. The best part about having all of the same kind of socks is you don't have to pair socks. You just put all of the socks into one drawer together. And then you're good to go. Serum Visions. Yep. Podcasts. I don't listen to that many podcasts. I don't have any podcasts that I listen to on the regular. What about dress socks? They're all ankle-high black socks, so black socks are fine for dress. Also, like, I'm a living meme with 2 toddlers. I don't go anywhere nice. The ban and restricted is sometime between now and 2.5 hours from now. You know which sock is the right or the left? They're all right socks, Anoronics. None of my socks are wrong socks. What you got over there? What you got? Huh? What you doing? What you doing? Timely reinforcements. All right, I'm gonna take the card your deck is named after. Pro tip from the Hogland. Take the card their deck is named after. Look, for the right amount of money, I'll be whatever you want me to be. This is we have a very simple system here. Very simple system. What do I expect from this ban and restricted update? No changes in all formats. Danklord Cushington with that brand new tier 1 sub. Thank you very much and welcome. Good morning. Happy Monday. Oh no! These reinforcements are too timely, chat. Get that shit out of here. It's funny that you think WotC cares about vintage. It's kind of adorable, in fact. Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper! We have a lightning bolt, though. The chopper's actually... I probably should have played wet ball, huh? Yeah, I probably should have played wet ball. So do I fire up this Smuggler's Chapter here? I feel like I do. It's like they're gonna bolt something at some point, right? Might as well make it this now. What are my hopes on the ban and restricted announcement? I think realistic hopes on the modern ban and restricted update are banned Ancient Stirrings, unbanned Stoneforge, unbanned Green Sun Zenith. I think Green Sun and Stoneforge are the 2 conservative picks for things they could unban. There's a lot of things I think are safe to unban, and I'd love for them to unban, but I think Stoneforge, Green Sun are the 2 conservative picks. Yeah. I know. Nevts. Green Sun Zenith, too damn strong. Here's my turn 3 Karn. Here's my Boral. Gonna kill you when I untap. What's the other stupid shit that happens in Modern that people defend as justifiable while saying Green Sun Zenith is too good? There's plenty of stupid shit that happens in this format. Take your group think, LOL, that's too good that you can't put any thought into for yourself, and get out of my chat. Sorry. Turn 4 Hollowed Ones, Grape Shot, like dealer's choice, take your pick. If you wanna hang out in this channel, I expect you to be a fucking adult and think for yourself. Sorry. Alright, so I think I just full escalate this. If they drew like a remand here, I'm gonna feel real bad, but I think I just like go balls deep here. Green Sun for Stoneforge would be oppressive. That's true. I did not consider the Green Sun for Stoneforge line. That is definitely did not think of that one. PV's a pro, and yeah, I know. To be fair, PV didn't really say it was too good. He said it might be too good, and because it might be too good, he didn't think it was worth the risk, which I think is some horse shit. But he's entitled to that opinion. Am I dead? Nope. They're looking pretty dead, though. They're looking pretty dead. Maybe I should have kept the Fatal Push instead of this Wet Ball. It's possible I should have kept the Fatal Push instead of this Wet Ball. Woof. Definitely should have kept the Fatal Push. I'm actually going to hold this back because they want to block this Gravecrawler. I get to bring it back. What you have to realize is players like PV want a very specific thing out of the game. They're not looking, especially PV. Like, if you listen, I kind of got a new mindset on PV after listening to him talk about, he doesn't really like Magic, it feels like. He doesn't like Magic. He's just good at it, and he does it because it's the easiest way to make money. It's basically what he said point blank on the podcast. So, like, 1 month until knighthood. Thanks for the great content. Thanks for the 11 months of support, Judge Nader. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Oh, that's true. Springbelt, this is a zombie too, right? Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, that's much better. Chat is correct that I should have left one of these back. The Pro Points podcast. That was with PV and Sam Black and Mike Sigrist. It's called the Pro Points podcast. If you Google it, I'm sure you can find a link. Definitely should have kept the Fatal Push in my hand. These Damping Spheres are pretty bad in this matchup the more I think about it. This is the second match. This is game 2. We're up a game here. We are 0-1 in the league. Willem with the 7-month free subscription. Thank you very much and welcome. Listen, I'm gonna concede because I'm just clicking through all the sorts of things while we're doing here. Oh right, we technically conceded to what's it called? These were bad. These should not be in my deck. I'm gonna leave the removal in, and this, and these arena, I guess. I definitely had a couple things to be a little bit more efficient that game, but ultimately boarding in Damping Sphere was pretty bad, and then keeping it with the Collective Brutality was bad as well. Here's a lukewarm take. Gray Merchant of Asphodel. That's not a good payoff. There's a lukewarm take for ya. Zerglish, with that 19-month resubscription, that's so long. Thank you very much and welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. How dare you speak poorly? I'm sorry, chat. I understand there's a lot of emotional connections for a lot of you here. VK12 with that brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate that. Thank you for the continued support. Did the unban list happen yet? It did not. Days like today always remind me how inept so many people are at using Google and finding answers for themselves. Seriously, folks, life is a much happier, easier place when you know how to obtain information for yourself. Use dailymtg.com, use Reddit, use Twitter. There are lots of places you'll be able to find this information that you seek readily available. No, let's just start timing people out when they come in here and ask. I didn't say read the comments. I just said Reddit will let you know when things like that happen because, well, it will. Oh, yes. Oh, I think Green Sun for Dryad Arbor is absurd and oppressive. I don't understand how anybody can look at the existing modern format and go, yeah, Land War Elves. Fuck Land War Elves. Flexible Land War Elves? Double fuck flexible Land War Elves. That's too strong. Can't let Green Sun Zenith be illegal. Burr, 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 burr. I would love to use Smuggler's Copter ability. You're my spirit animal. I do what I can. Hey, chat, look at this. We're gonna be threatening a turn 4 kill here, right? Dear opponent, please don't path. Wait, what? Oh, I have to sacrifice black creatures. How do I not know what this card does? Believe it or not, I didn't know what Demon of Death's Gate does. I was just like, yo, bro, I can sacrifice 3 creatures. That's cool. Whew. I thought we were going to have a turn 4 kill there for a second. Just a turn 5 kill. Unbanned Deathrite, it's just flexible and War Elves. That's not true. It's a Birds of Paradise and it gets cast off Watery Grave. So the most offensive thing about Deathrite Shaman is the fact that you can cast it with Watery Grave. I am not joking. That's the biggest part of the issue with Deathrite Shaman. Not gonna lie, Green Sun for Tracker makes my candy senses tingle. The reason why people want an Ancient Stirrings ban is because cards that add absurd consistency to decks make them much better than decks that don't have that absurd consistency, and it leads to redundant, uninteresting play patterns a lot of the time. It's great, Brecken Sky. It looks good on you. The Circulant looks good. No, they're not going to errata Teferi. No, they'll get rid of the cat. And by that, I mean we don't actually know if they'll get rid of the cat because, well, people that play Death and Taxes in Modern maybe aren't the... Let's not say mean things about them necessarily, but, you know. You can play Serum Visions like the rest of us, Aaron, and you'll like it, okay? The rest of us have to play fucking Serum Visions if we want a cantrip. Amulet Titan can too. Stumped, Aaron, Wannabe Beetle covered you there, but yeah, answering, they were correct in the place where you could find my stuff. Your argument for Stirring's adding consistency applies to Green Sun Zenith too. So we should ban every tutor. We should ban Court of Calling and Collected Company and Ancient Stirrings. That's not a tutor. But you get what I mean. We should just ban everything that adds consistency. Like, there's a big difference between a 1 mana tutor and things that cost multiple mana, generally speaking, especially when you're tutoring with them. You liked killing my own messenger. I think that's absurd. I think they have lightning helix in their hand and there's no way I'm racing a thing in the ice. Green Sun Zenith does only cost 1. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That is definitely its converted mana cost. Looking for a 1 mana black creature. Ew. Cast this guy. Cast this guy. Cast the demon at Death's Gate. Please don't path me. Please don't path me. Please don't path me. He's here and he's hangry, chat. 9-9 Frample, ladies and gentlemen. We got our 9-9 Frampler here. Oh no, are they just about to like quads Manamorphose? Send this back to our hand? We're about to get quads Manamorphosed here, aren't we? Or is it gonna be Manamorphosed into 3 1-mana spells? That would be really unfortunate for us. Yay! We did it! We did it! We did it! Hooray! We're 1 and 2. We're on the scoreboard. While we're waiting for the next match in this league to pop, I'd just like to thank everybody for being here today. Welcome. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time streamer, memer, content producer here on Twitch. I stream Magic 30+ hours a week. We play a ton of Modern. We play some Legacy. We play some Vintage on occasion. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are quite literally the people that keep me employed here full-time like I am, so big shout out to all of them. This next part I'm going to fumble a little bit. We've got a new one in here, and I got to work out what we want to say. But we know the first one. The first one is great. MTGO traders would love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code HOAGLAND PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. Lisa is ready to bring you a better night's sleep. They provide quite wonderful mattresses. I've been sleeping on a Lisa for the last 5 weeks now. It's a wonderful experience. You can check out bit.ly/HoogleBed US or CA, depending on which country you're in, if you're interested in checking out their wonderful products. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags there. And of course, I'd like to welcome everyone to Hoaglandia. Please talk to your friendly neighborhood moderator about receiving your complimentary timeout. I did that earlier too, Draven. I was like, wait a minute, why do they have a California website? Oh wait, never mind. Hold on. There's places outside the United States. Places outside the United States. Magic's more fun when you're not playing competitively, Cletus. Casual Magic, best Magic. Modern's like competitive casual Magic. It's great. But that's fundamentally not true, Spinny. If that was the case, we wouldn't be playing with fetch lands. I believe you, and I agree with you, actually. that from a future design forward standpoint, Wizards of the Coast is trying to have there be less shuffling in their game. But from a current, this is what the format is standpoint, saying we need less shuffling while fetch lands exist is just like absurdity. It's just part of the format. I feel like there's an easy joke about going to bed with Lisa. We're gonna have to work on that. I'm definitely pro puns. Can we ban Mox Opal? I need some for vintage. Ran out of money buying the rest of your boxing. Oh, I thought ahead on that command, Persip. I thought ahead on that command. I'm all about the funnies. What do we got on top here? What do we got on top? Inquisition of Kozilek. I actually probably want to lead on Inquisition here because they have an Eidolon. I don't have an answer to it, and it'd be pretty bad for us. Lisa likes it when you're on top. That's a good one too. We'll work it out, okay? We'll work it out. I think they could reasonably ban Burning Inquiry based on a quality of play argument, and I would agree with that. I think from a quality gameplay perspective only, it isn't a good card. It isn't a card that creates enjoyable, interesting games of Magic. And that's a subjective opinion. You're welcome to disagree with that. Sometime between now and 2 hours from now. One of the things that's a little bit interesting about this deck is one, chat, listen to me. Listen to me. If your deck can only make one color of mana and that color of mana is black, there should probably be 4 Collective Brutalities in your deck. The fact that there's not 4 Brutalities in this deck is a little absurd to me. There's only 2 Fatal Pushes here too. Like the fact that there's 7 pieces of 1 mana discard and not enough actual spot removal is a little bit tilting. I don't have 5 good cards to bring in when I cut these 5 against burn. The Nykthos Shrine seems a little silly. I feel like ramping into Demon at Death's Gate is something you're probably never going to have happen. I mean, am I supposed to keep this? I think I am. I'm gonna mulligan. I can't not do anything. Just like, yeah, I'm pretty off this. This is really clunky. Let's give some specific feedback here. So first things first, I would really recommend cutting at a minimum 2, probably even 3 of these. Just play more swamps, play more black lands. The Geralf's best. I get that we have these Urborgs here, but this is just really loose. Like the number of hands we mulliganed or couldn't keep because we had too many Mutavaults or a Nykthos, which is kind of absurd. Play some Collective Brutalities. We have all these sweet 1 mana creatures here that we can get back from our graveyard. Get some value off of them with Collective Brutality. Not only is it a flexible card that's going to make your matchups like burn much better, but it's going to give you extra value off of these cards the same way Smuggler's Copters does. I would play more spot removal in the 75. Like just 2 Fatal Push and this 1 cast down in the board is kind of silly. I think you want more spot removal to play to the board before you even overload a lot of these other types of effects. Aetherborn's an okay card. It doesn't really synergize with any of our 1-drops, so I understand why it's not being played, but it's a fine card as well. Honestly, maybe with these 12 1-drops that get value out of the graveyard, maybe Aetherborn's just better than Bloodghast. Like, you just don't need another way to generate value out of the discard pile.